Hello, friends. It is a cold day, it is a Sunday, and it is just me today. But that's fine. We're gonna head up to Bloor and then head over east and then probably scoop around Broadview and then come back. But should be a nice little walk. And I am looking forward to it. So, let us begin. Whoop. Literally like not even 10 steps in. And already slipping. That's always a good sign, right? Hi, Mayan. Good to see you today. Good morning. Good morning. Beautiful Sunday morning. I mean, beautiful weather-wise. It's out. It's also like very, very cold. But that's half the fun. Hello, Arshot. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're keeping well out there. Hey, Mandano. Welcome, welcome. Currently just shooting up through the village. And we're gonna go north to Bloor. And then go east. And Church Street's just always a fascinating street to go to, so usually some good stuff around. Good morning, John. Hope you're keeping well out there. Welcome to the tour. Okay, everyone was saying it was like super cold outside, so I dressed extra warm. And now that I'm outside, I'm just like, oh. I mean, it's cold, but I'm just like, I've been infinitely colder. Hopefully y'all didn't have too crazy a night last night, and if you did, I hope next time you invite me. For those who need to know where we are at the Pizza. The infamous church in Wellesley. Some say this is like the start of the village. I say it's kind of... looks chilly. Oh, it is. 'Tis a cold day today. That's half the battle. Just want to go over here real quick. I always like to point out Wistful Thinking Bakery, just because they're a lovely little bakery. If you're ever in the area, check it out. Good place to... not sponsored, by the way. So colorful. It is the village. So they're going to try to want to make it inclusive.
No, I think I said it
Sorry. To be fair, north of Church and Wellesley, you don't find a lot. But still some stuff. They have great scones. They have such good... Sydney, like one of the bakers there. God, the monkey bread is amazing. I would eat that every day if I could. It's like a pull-a-party pizza. Hi, Mo. Good to see you today. Hello, Megan. Welcome, welcome. This is out on the street. Although I would say they're one of the few places that you could do north of Church and Wellesley. But also, just kind of, apparently they're moving down to where Play used to be. So, it's a bit sad. I actually really liked the store. Didn't like working there, but they sell good stuff. Found a condo northwest side of Church and Wellesley. Oh, I have no doubt that they're going to build something like that there. There's no shortage of buildings and condos that are just begging and waiting to be built. If you don't like the things from there, it's saying you don't like Betty White. I mean, that's heresy. Everyone loves Betty White. She used to be known as Betty the Grey until she fought the Balrog. I'll dress warm for you. But just for you, Mo. Just for you. I miss seeing you in the tube. Aw. Well, we can't give you guys a day without me. That would be mean. Yeah, it's actually not like as crazy cold as I thought it was. Everyone was just saying, it's just like, oh my god, it's so cold. Just like, it's actually okay. I mean, certainly chilly, but it's pretty okay. The snow is almost gone. It only took a few days. I'm learning my way around Toronto with these guided walks. If there's ever any area you want me to check out specifically for you, let me know. Happy to go over, take a look. I do guided experiences. So if there's places that people want specifically, I'm happy to go by and actually shine a light on some places. Like, for instance, Isabella Street isn't overly interesting, but a good one to note because it opens right up onto Yonge. But most of these do, actually. It's a good thoroughfare from Yonge to Jarvis, but that one goes a little bit further, so you don't have to go around the Rogers building. Little things like that. Man, ever since Randy pointed out this building, I can't unsee it. The way they did it, it's just so nice and cool. I love how they have the facade at the bottom. Then they've actually built the condo back from that. So anyone who has those bottom units, it's going to be incredible spaces. But then you also just have the giant condo right behind. Gosh, it is a beautiful day though. Like, sky's clear. It's nice. Again, it's cold, but it's nice. I'm gonna go this way. Let's see. If you're ever streaming towards the distillery district in the district, could you go down Bright Street, please? I absolutely will. I think we're going to be doing distillery again in the next couple days, but it's just such a nice neighborhood, right? Today I kind of figured Danforth to Broadview and then down, just because I love that view. It's a great walk. But we got options. There's always options. Hi, Lumia. Welcome to the chat today. We're just having a silly morning, staying cold, staying cool, talking a lot, talking and walking. Yeah, I guess we might be able to swing by it today. I don't know if we'll go down that far, but we'll find out. I don't know where I'm going. My ideas are rough at best. We're coming up to Mount Pleasant. Sometimes the best walks don't have a plan to them. I like the way I kind of describe it, just like I roughly sketched it out in my brain. And then where do we end up? Well, that's where we end up. We're coming up to Mount Pleasant. On a really interesting walk, you go up there. So there's beautiful houses that don't often get shown off the way that you'd want them to. I mean, the light changed for me, so it'd be rude not to go across. Hi, Timmy. Good to see you today. Villain Tower. Yeah, we just showed it off, and now it's already back here again. Hi, Sandy. Good to see you today. Welcome to the chat. We're just taking our time. We're going around, having a good silly time. A little sleepy, but that's okay. Anyone else have a good night last night? I hear that sometimes people do things on Saturday. I don't know that that's true, but I'd like to believe. I am ruminating about solar. Ruminating about solar? I don't know what that means. Hello, Alexander. Good to see you today. Hope everyone is keeping warm as we can. It is a chilly day today. When I left, it said it was -9. They said with the wind chill, it's like -15, -16. But to be fair, it doesn't feel that cold, at least not yet. I hope I don't jinx it by saying that, but there we go. Panels are going for cheap these days. That's nice. Like, here's the thing. Solar panels are advantageous in every way. So there's very little downside to getting solar panels, in my opinion. But big snowstorm coming tomorrow. I mean, that would track. We've been getting a lot of them. Wonder if you'll get snow and we won't this time. That does seem likely, but you never know. I'm old. I don't know of these apparent things people do on Saturday, right? I'm just like, if it's not in my house or coming to my house or happening at my house, I don't know. We are the facilitators of the friend group. We are the ones who host things. So if we don't do stuff, we're not invited out because secretly no one likes us. That's what I'm learning about friends. I am 100. You're only as old as you feel, therefore I'm dead. I will say the cold's starting to catch up with me a little bit, but that's normal. What'll happen is that when you start walking, the first little while it feels really, really cold. And then it'll kind of mellow out, but like your extremities will feel super cold. So like my hands and my feet, that will start to feel really, really bad. But then once that passes, you kind of just have created a snow shield for yourself. So, yeah. You look pretty good for being a century old. It's the walking. Keeps me alive. January is colder than usual and February is supposed to be warmer than usual according to a meteorologist. They always say it's going to be warmer, but it never actually is. Falcon Helmimi, welcome, welcome. Appreciate having you out today. Just ready for summer. I think we're all ready for summer. Let's be honest. But that's one thing that's kind of nice, is that when I do the walks, you can actually see things change now. It's like we've gone from having near summer weather back when I started in September to having like much more consistently cold winter. We also got snow like really early. Like we got snow in October. Or so we got snow in early November, which doesn't normally happen. And I remember just looking at Joel and being like, a month ago, we were at the island on the beach. Seasons are doing weird things these days. I am also deceased but reanimated. I remember the snow. That's the other thing. It's like weather. I just tell people it's just like temperature's different than weather. So like global warming doesn't necessarily. It just means climate change. It means with all the when you put stuff out there, it has an impact. So just all the stuff that's out there is causing chaos with the climate, and that's what the problem is. But yeah, global warming, people can get hung up on the term, but I'm just like, no, it's just climate change. Things are happening, and we have to try to figure out what's going on and how to protect ourselves from it. And like, at this point, it doesn't seem so bad. But small changes over time can have big impacts. So the problem is we don't know what those impacts are going to be. So we got to be careful. I would love to hear, I don't know if there's something called Operation Drawdown, which is where there's the talks of literally pulling all of the carbon from the air and like helping to reverse that kind of climate change. And just like, if they managed to do that, that would be a dream. It was so useful. Hi, Mark. Good to see you, buddy. I'll stop ranting about climate issues. I was born in '86, so I'll be turning a milestone this year. Not sure how I feel about that. You and me both, girl. You and me both. I just gotta make it till December. Oh, carbon sequestration. It's actually like, it's kind of a step further than that, where it's actually just taking it and making it so that like you can actually use it and do all. It's neat. It's neat. There's a lot of ideas there that are very promising, but of course, time and technology needs to catch up to the idea. It's always a cute little church. The Church of St. Peter and St. Simon the Apostle. 86 or 2, I knew I liked you for a reason. Yick, yes. At that point where I'm just like, oh, I guess I'm officially middle-aged now. That's fine. I finally figured out what I want to do with my life. It only took me this long. I like how it's St. Peter and St. Simon, so it's like they're boyfriends sharing a church. I think that's great. Austin Peter, hello. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome to the chat. Falcon, Year of the Tiger. Is it the Year of the Tiger? I know it was the Eye of the Tiger. It was the thrill of the fight. Standing up to your rival. Oh, hello, Matt. Great nights in the chat today.
See you and JT.
If y'all aren't subscribed to his channel yet, check it out. He does really good night walks of the city, so filling a much needed niche in Toronto. I take up 2 hours of your day every day. He has specific times at night. You can get twice the Matt. Don't know where you think you're going, girl, but cool. Great drive. Good job. Diva Tequila, welcome. Good to see you again, my love. Look at this way. As long as you're healthy is the main thing. I agree. But you know what's also nice? Junk food. Actually, to be fair, I used to be better at handling junk food when I was younger. But the older I get, the less I enjoy it and the less it agrees with you. So just like, this is why they call it junk food. It literally is just like junk in your system. Talking about too much stuff that's not really relevant. But, you know, is what is. I want chips. Ooh, what's your favorite kind of chip? I gotta say, ketchup chips, probably number one. But like Miss Vicky sea salt and malt vinegar, easy. Like, if I had to pick one specific brand, it would be that one. Good morning. Yes, I noticed a lot of churches in Toronto. It's true, there are a lot of them, especially like in this area, because this was like old Toronto. So, a lot of options. Biking looks scary with the ice. To be fair, it is it isn't used very often right now, shall we say. Let's see. Oh. I do like ketchup too, but all dressed is my favorite. Ooh, all dressed is a great choice. I get the low sugar candy because I'm weak. That's not weak. That's just play into your strengths. Love ketchup and sour cream and onion chips? Oh, sour cream and... Sorry. I thought you were saying you liked ketchup and sour cream and onion, as in it was like all one chip. And just like, that would be pretty good. But no, they're all individually good as well. I used to just live down Parliament there. Oh, no way. I guess you probably used to live around the corner from me if I lived... Well, I guess you weren't there when I lived on Ontario Street. Although maybe you were. Hard to say. We're all tempting each other with our favorite foods. As per usual. Let's be fair. We know what we're doing. That was with ex-wife just over a year ago. Gotcha. Oh, right. I remember I ran into you downtown one day. Because I was heading home, and then you were walking on the road, because that's where people walk. Not in the road, but on the road. Not even half an hour into the stream, and I'm already hungry. You think you're hungry? I have to read all the comments. Did a grocery mission today. Got everything I mentioned and wanted, but dang, money. No kidding. I also did grocery mission yesterday. And I only got like a few things, so it still came out to like 20, 30 bucks. Is annoying. But is what is. I will say, it does actually look pretty beautiful right now, not gonna lie. It's chilly. It's not terribly cold, but it's certainly got a chill to it. You can always use that as an excuse to get a donut. I mean, here's the thing. I love me my donuts. I do think that one of the next steps will probably, I think maybe 10,000. 10,000 will be get a donut tattoo. And whoever tips the most during that time gets to like choose where I put it. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Actually, I probably would do that, let's be fair. But I wouldn't do that. I will say I did get my donut yesterday for Donut Day, which is always good.
You get a little.
Mon Dieu, I can't spell. 'Tis all good. I am looking forward to, like, me and Jess postponed our walk to, like, show off her novel. But I am looking forward to having her walk me around Castle Frank Station, and we can kind of go from there. I had some guest appearances on my stream last night. Oh, no way. You'll have to let me know who stopped by. Thank you, Baby Grinch. Very, very happy to be here now. And I was like, now the real game begins, because now I have to try to figure out how to live. 2 coyotes? Oh, did you make friends? Did you make friends? What's your favorite donut shop and donut type? My favorite, funny enough, my favorite like easy donuts in Toronto are to get them from Loblaws, which, you know, everyone knows my opinions on Loblaws. But I will admit their donuts slap pretty hard. But if I'm going for donut shop, there's a place around the corner in the village called Unholy Donuts, and their donuts are also ridiculously good and fluffy. I tried, they were shy. Aww. Poor evil Rough Roughs. Arr. By the way, friends, for those of you who don't know, my name is Matti. I am a tour guide in Toronto, Ontario, and this is my city. If you are a fan, or if you are someone you know is coming to Toronto and you are looking for a customized walking tour experience, please consider hiring me for my services. You can find links in the description below to my TRIPADVISOR and VIATOR. From there, if you are enjoying the stream, please consider liking. That helps you to recommend it to other people. And finally, if you are not subscribed, that is a great way to help the channel grow, and we really appreciate it. Until next time, let's go for a walk. Oh no, it hit twice. There we go. The Loblaws donuts always look so good, but ex-wife never let us get them? Well, that's just cruel. Your hat makes me thirsty. I just like to pretend it's like actually a Kraken. But yeah, this hat had a journey. I remember this hat ended up in the pocket of my jacket for like 2 years, and I looked everywhere for it, thinking that I'd lost it or that someone had taken it. No, it was really just in my old jacket pocket that I didn't wear because I had gotten too big for it. But then once I lost weight, I could actually wear it again. I found the jacket, I was just like, I found the hat in it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is not what's supposed to happen. I still need to try Les Gourmands. Their pastries look amazing. From what I understand, the pastries are pretty darn good. I used to love Krispy Kremes back in my cool girl days. I will admit I do also love Krispy Kremes. I know that's not like a popular opinion, but they're just so, they're so good. Especially when it's like warm, is nice. Oh, they're so tasty. And I agree, Diva is still a cool girl in our eyes. So at night they actually light all this up. So this is all blue and you can see the lights shimmer back and forth. If Matt's ever coming this way, or if Green Knight's ever coming this way, I'll join him for a walk and we'll talk about like the history of the artist and like why they set it up. But the whole thing glows blue because the idea is that like blue is supposed to be a color of authority and safety. So if you're taking steps to try to reduce, you know, potential tragic accidents, quote unquote, you can absolutely have the blue thing to reduce that kind of thoughts and to try to reduce the number of people who actually follow through. I don't know how much of that is true, but that is what I have read and heard. So it is what I am parroting back to people because it sounds like it's a thing. But that's why you see like in public spaces, they'll often use blue lights and like on buses and stuff like that. Any places where people are likely to be heightened, you'll find blue a lot in those spaces. Hello, Greta. Good to see you today. If you come Port Credit or Oakville and I'm available, I'll watch it. That would be so much fun. I would love that. I am thinking I want to find someone with a car and just like go to as many small towns and do as many streams in that, like in a day, you know? I think it'd just be kind of really cool to try to show off as much of Ontario as we can. because I think that's neat. Thanks for showing us more of your vibrant city. Anytime, Greta. Thanks for being here. The view isn't quite as remarkable from here, but you can definitely get a sense of what's coming. I was born and raised in Saga circa 1984. Yes, my sister was born in Toronto in 83. So, plenty of us. Don da don don. Don da don don river. And of course the Don Valley Parkway. Traffic is light today because it's a Sunday, but for some reason Toronto still continues to obsess over the maintenance and well-being of cars, and less so for its transit lines. But one day maybe that will change. Will it change? Probably not. Like, until they start treating transit as if it's like a real and important thing, cars will continue to get the upper hand. But once they realize that transit can be fantastic, you know, things. Are you heading to a certain park with a certain skyline view? I was debating. But I would be happy to go to Riverdale Park East if people want. We can also continue down Danforth. Whatever people want to see. I am happy to facilitate. Facilitate? Yes, that one. I am happy to facilitate. Go to Cobb's Bread. Oh, I love Cobb's Bread. It's not as good as Wistful Thinking, but it's still pretty darn good. Remember I used to work for a bakery out on Royal York called Hot Oven Bakery? That place was nice. That place was fun. What if I want a cold oven, though? Don't limit my options. I have heard of some recipes that require you to start your oven cold and then turn it on. I don't know how those ones would go, because I figured it would just make everything stick to each other, right? I don't know how baking works. The City Adult Learning Center. Oh, I remember there was like a park or something around the area here where me and an ex ended up writing our initials on like a sign or a fence or something. But yeah, don't remember exactly. Baking is a science, cooking is an art. True enough. That's a very good point. I actually made really good pasta sauce yesterday. It was with turkey, and I used a lot of like the... Why are we talking about food still? What is wrong with us? Why is this always our default conversation? This is Royal Drive. 'Tis not Broadview, but 'tis still a good place. 'Tis a nice space. Actually, I think down here is where we had the thing. But you know what? I've never actually come down here in like at least a couple of years, so let's go through here. I took the turkey bones home from Christmas and made soup. I also made stock last night. I was very proud of myself. Turned out very nice. I had still like 2 whole things of chicken. I also have 2 freezer burnt like chicken tornadoes. And I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna put these in the soup and let the soup just cook with them. But I was thinking of making like a chicken rice. Get some of the frozen veggies, put them all together. Nice hearty stock. Do do do, please don't kill me. Do do do, do 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 do. City Adult Learning Center right over here. So they said this is a discovery walk. I don't quite know what the discovery is, but we shall find out. Hey, First Class, good to see you, buddy. It's been a while. How you been? We were just talking about food. It's like a Randy lane beside the thing, so that he can go on there and pretend to be a bike and fall down again. Poor Randy. He'll never live that down. By the way, the Tuesday walk this week with Randy will be going around essentially we'll be following Spadina line. So we'll be starting at Spadina and Bloor and making our way down along the Spadina streetcar line and then going to Union Station before kind of continuing the walk up. Because it's interesting to follow this. It's sometimes interesting to follow the streetcar lines from a human level. So, doing well, was at work for 2 weeks, couldn't catch lives. Oh, that's fair. Work is the worst. That's still good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining us today. Every walk is an adventure. Every walk, it's so cliche, but I'm just like, you ain't wrong. And every time I go out, something different happens. And when something different happens, that means good and nice things. How are you? I am good. It has been... Actually, it's been a weird few weeks. But, like, not bad by any means. This looks like we're just going to go off the rails. Just like I made it this far. I'm going to see where this goes. Immediately onto an icy path. That's good. There we go. Still icy. I think this is actually the bridge where we wrote our initials on. I wonder if they're still there. Probably not. It's been like 12 years. And yeah, that person does not speak to me anymore at all. Rightfully so. Let's be fair. It was very rightfully so. I love nature walks. It is really nice out here, actually. I like how there's a drunken snowman on top of a hill. Although I guess I'm not that surprised that there's no toboggan marks over here. But, oh look, this is great. That might be my worst joke ever, but I'm still super proud of it. What good is bad jokes if you can't say them at the worst times? Bad jokes, ooh, I love them. Bad jokes, can't get enough of them. Ooh, bad jokes for me. How cold is it there? It is about, when I left, it was about -10. It feels a little bit colder than that. I would say it's probably around like -12 or 13 right now. But we're working, we're walking, we're talking, we're having a good time. Ooh, the puns. You are one of my people. I'm here with all of my people. My people. I don't think I've ever been down this path, actually. Apart from like that one time many, many years ago. You can see them turning onto the Danforth over there. Not the Danforth. Turning on to the dawn. Kind of just lurking here, putting away groceries, enjoying your walk. I'm happy to have you, my darling. Thank you for being here. Yep. Well, hey. Oh, we're good. That is cold? Is the stash is? I don't think I have a stashticle right now, but let's see. I've got a little bit of a stashticle. A little bit of stashticle. That's okay. Don't bail. Don't bail. Good life. Good life. Life lessons with that words. Wise words. Wise words, if you will. I don't know where we are going. I'm just like, hey, screw it. Let's keep going. First 10 seconds. Oh, no. Well, you should separate that out into a short and then allow people to watch it and make fun of you. And that's how you get subscribers. We got a squirrel. Oh, this is actually kind of lovely. Goodness gracious. Holy crap. Seem to be on the up. Ears are so plugged up, though. Such an awkward feeling. Oh, no. I'm glad you're feeling better now, that's for sure. It was so icy. I'm not gonna lie, it is very icy out here today. We got lots. It's kind of funny that this is all even here, to be fair. And just like, it doesn't seem like Toronto. There's like a whole path network over here. I had no idea. For some reason it didn't save it. It just caught the aftermath of me getting... Oh no! That's the worst of both worlds. Oh no, we're at 69 people. What do we do? As long as 2 people don't leave, we're fine. Head colds like that are the worst. Glad you're starting to feel better, though. Having time off definitely helps. That it does. Take times to refresh yourself and your soul and your mind and your body. I appreciate your streams because you go off the beaten path. I just have ADHD. And so I'll see something and I'll be like, you know what's fascinating? That. Let's go there. So... Down, tell me what... Like, this feels like some weird Norman Rockwell painting right now. Path is kind of beaten, you know what I mean? Oh, I know. There were two paths in the forest, and I took the one less traveled. Turns out it was only one path. It wasn't really a forest so much as the city of Toronto. But, you know, same deal. Oh, look at all the kids having fun on their toboggans. Uh, you know what? I've never actually got this view from down here, but this is great. Look at that. That kid's going for it. Don't hit anything. Almost hit a person. That's fine. You can hit people. Yay. Oh, this is so Canadiana. I love it. That's great. Maybe that's what we'll do. We should just get a bunch of the streamers together and we'll all come here and do toboggans. That'd be great. Oh, but which way do I want to? Which way do I want to go? I can go up. I guess I just have to. I guess I just have to go up the hill. Oh, okay. My natural enemy, a slight incline. Your Canadian is showing when you say toboggan. Oh, is it because I said toboggan? Every now and then I just like to say something wrong because it makes people cringe a little. But then they'll be like, you said that wrong. And I'll be like, what did I say wrong? It's crazy. Crazy. Like there's the Ukrainian church at the top of the hill. Legitimately a beautiful building. Oh, look at him go. Gosh, when was the last time I did sledding? I couldn't even tell you. Back in the day, they thought ADHD kids were just kids being hyper from eating too much sugar. Right? Well, ADHD was such like a misunderstood thing back then too. Because like the hyperactivity actually only appears in a small amount of people. But technically ADD isn't even used as a term anymore. It's all just blanket ADHD. But it's really more about like how your brain thinks and processes things. So if anyone ever has questions about ADHD, I'm happy to talk about that too. On this walk specifically as we go up the hill. This is going to take a moment to catch my breath and try not to die. Because goodness gracious. We miss the times when my knees were superb. We would do the absolute most thing. Tobogganing in this weather is a yes. Yes. Is that what it is? Ukrainian Orthodox? I didn't know what type of church it was. It is Ukrainian Orthodox. That is correct. All right, let's do this. Climb, climb, climb. Child screaming already. Okay. Time to go full mountain goat here. Don't hit your face on the ground. A beautiful scene. Right? Isn't that great? Feel the burn. I feel enough burns. There's creams for that. This is the best way from here. I think I have to go this way. Hey there, what a great slope. Right? I'm so glad I started streaming from the bottom of this massive hill. Let's go this way. This is one of those moments where I'm just like, maybe I put the microphone at my feet so y'all get the beautiful ASMR, and I can say that's intentional instead of hearing me wheeze like a madman. Come on, newfound fitness. Let's go. Goodness gracious, this is like almost straight up. What the actual crap? All right, we'll go this way. Afternoon. Say, I think I can. I'm just like, look at that. That's ridiculous. I kind of have to go around. Do you smoke? I don't, technically. I don't have... Every now and then I'll have one. But I'm just like, yeah. Oh, someone mapped this way out. This is where we're going. There were 2 paths in the woods. I took the one less traveled. And I now greatly regret that decision. Because, oh my God, a slight incline. Year of the Tiger. I brought that on myself by referencing that earlier. Ooh. I can't actually... Oh, I wish I could... I just looked down and saw that there was like a perfect snail shell. And it's like, that was actually like really beautiful. Okay, jeez. Come on. There's the top. Legitimate concerns for my health. Oh my God, it's the top. Whew. Whew. We did it. Quit vaping. Congrats, first last. Good job on that. We did it. All done. Yeah. Now we just need to go all the way back down. Good for you. Never been here before. How's this channel? I mean, I think I'm okay. But since it's your first time, Jim, welcome. Good to have you here. Also, hello, Larva. Good to see you. Oh. Oh, that's why. Just gonna do this for a second because, of course, despite charging my gimbal, it died. There we go. We're good now. I know about your chat. Good to meet you. Oh, Medano's the best. Literally, if you don't know Medano, I am almost concerned. All right. Well, this is the best. This is like, honestly, this by itself is just worth that climb. So, I'm glad I got to do that little path over there that was super cute and nice. And now I come over here and it's gorgeous. Like, the Canadiana is thick here. You're braver than the cold. Aw, thanks, Joe. Nephew. Say hi to you, of course. Well, happy to say hello. I'm not still out of breath from the climb. We're fine. I'm not dying. It's great. We're good. Oh, okay. Oh. I will say, if you see that Bridgepoint hospital, like Bridgeport over there, so this area here, right over there, what now is Riverdale Farm used to be a zoo, and what is now Bridgepoint Hospital used to be an insane asylum. And what they used to do is that they would take the patients from there, and they would literally put them to work in the zoo. So, a bit of a darker part of Toronto's history, but still interesting to know that just like, I mean, I would kind of consider that an award. Just like, oh, I'm in the mental hospital and I get to go play with the animals. Like, that's delightful. But, you know, this is a very Torontonian part of Toronto. It really is. Like, you can't really see the CN Tower from here, but like, you can just get a feel for how big the city actually is. It's voluminous and impressive, with much to see and do. Riverdale Farm is a nice walk too. I love Riverdale Farm. I haven't been there in like a week or two, but like, it's great. We could actually just walk back through Riverdale. It's like, do I want to go up an our hill? No. No, I'm gonna let my legs win this one. I have great legs. That doesn't mean I have to abuse them. Unless you insist. If people insist, then I must. I have to trench back up the hill again. You should see this. You could see the CN Tower about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, we'll still have some CN Tower views for sure. But there it is. Oh, looking forward to potentially seeing you this week. I'll see where it goes. Also, the only plans we have this week is Randy. So I'm sure we'll get Matt on the channel with us again this week at some point. Hunter might be joining us for a day. We got some options. So if you or someone you know wants to be a part of the channel and come for a walk one day, always happy to have you. Strong like bull, smart like chicken. Bull chicken. Someone call the MP. There's people having fun. I love Randy. We all love Randy. Randy is the GOAT. Yeah, do you remember how like a couple of years ago they actually tried to shut down, like, you can't toboggan in Toronto? And just like, that is the stupidest thing I could possibly imagine someone trying to like outlaw in the city like this. Just like, oh no, kids are having fun. How dare they? Would you rather have them at home on a screen? I think not. They have the screen on the way to and back from the hill. And when they're at home. They can spend 5 minutes without a screen while they're here, theoretically. That's just me being a boomer. That's fine. Gotta find the clips for reporter getting smoked with the toboggan on the hill. Yeah. Yeah, they tried to ban it. I'm glad it didn't take. I'm glad it's back. I remember for like a year or two, it's just literally you weren't allowed to do it. They did it in Hamilton. They sabotaged it with wire fences? That's such crap. I can't imagine why people would bother to do that. What a hoot, no fun, I remember that. Oakville was boarded up too. That's crap. That's just garbage. How dare they? Oh, for those who want to know, this is the Riverdale Hospital plaque. So the Bridgeport over here, this is where all of that happened. I'll just do a really quick little scooch over to show you where it is. This building is new, so this isn't the part where it is. But when we turn the corner, you'll see like the structure that was the hospital. It's like apparently it's like a hospital / jail. So I'm just like, oh, look at that. No, Toronto history makes more sense when you can actually like see the things and read up on the things and have them make sense to you. North Bay history is kind of boring because there isn't any. Is that Don Jail? This was where Don Jail was, absolutely. And the Bridgepoint Hospital. It looks like they actually have a nice little plaza up there. That would be really cool. Just sent you the clip. Yes. Actually, we can drop it in the Discord as well. The Discord's a great place for depositing memes that we think we enjoy. I'll always remember I've only ever been skiing one time. And what happened was I decided I wasn't going to learn how to turn or anything. I'm just going to bomb the bunny hill. And as a result, I almost hit Mike Harris back when he was the premier. So yeah, that was the time my Parents always tell me, it's just like, well, you almost took out our premier. And just like, well, I'll try harder next time. My son wants my attention, but you'll see me again. I'm subbed now. It's great to have you, buddy. Thanks for coming by. Sledding down the overpass was something sick. Overpass sledding was great. That was like, that's the best. I would do that again. Actually, I think we did that in the winter a couple times. Ooh, you see the hawk, everybody? Just through the tree. Oh, there he is. I know there's like a lot of hawks in the city and stuff, but I think that still think it's cool every time I see one. He's looking for a pigeon snack, I imagine. Oh, poor Hunter. Oh, there you go. This gives you the information about the Don Jail. Okay. Jail, Riverdale. It is a nice library. Not the biggest one, not the most flashy, but a nice one. I saw a peregrine snacking on a pigeon the other day. Peregrines, I think, are actually bigger than I think they are. Because I always thought they were like much smaller than a hawk. But they're actually like fairly equivalent. But they are technically the fastest animal in the world. Because when they dive, they can reach, 300 miles per hour? Something ridiculous. Just like, woof. Protein, I guess. Chicken plus pigeon. I'll always remember this place used to be. They punch their prey. Yes. Knock them out of the sky. Falcon punch. Oh, Matt. Never change. Or do. One of those two. Well, it has been an hour, so allow me to introduce myself. My name is Matti. I'm a tour guide living in Toronto, and I specialize in customized walking tours throughout the city. If you or someone you know is coming to Toronto and you're looking for an interesting and exciting experience, please do recommend me for the idiot. You can book a tour with me via the links in the description below under TRIPADVISOR, VIATOR, or Airbnb coming soon. In addition to that, if you are enjoying the stream, I would ask that you please consider liking it. And in addition to that, if you want to really help the channel grow, if you can consider subscribing, we appreciate it very much. And until then, we're going to keep walking. So let's go for a little stroll. Ooh, East Chinatown. It doesn't get a lot of love, but it's an interesting place. Underrated gem. Also, like, all of the houses here, they're pretty much identical, but they're really pretty. They do a good job in the area of just kind of keeping everything well maintained. Nice to look at. But Broadview is also an interesting street because it is, like, few places in the city are as mixed residential commercial as this area. So it's nice to see how it does both. Timmins is a nice city in Northern Ontario, getting Ontario Northland train station in Porcupine. That's great. I love Timmins. Well, love is a strong word. I have been to Timmins. I'm originally from North Bay, but yeah, Timmins took us 8 hours to drive to one time, and I was just like, I don't think I ever want to come back here. But yeah, I love Timmins. Do they still have the Shania Twain Museum up there? Because if not, they should. Good old Don Jail. When I was little girl, my mom and I would come across the bridge to Broadview, The inmates have been cleaning and cutting the grass in the store there. Baby Boba Boy used to be. Okay. Boop. Isn't Avril Lavigne from Timmins? No. Avril Lavigne is from Napanee. That's on the way to Ottawa. You know this because she says it in her song, My World, from her first album, Let Go. Boba is gone. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I know what that was. Dentist office. Got us good on Tooties, Maddie and Chad. It was good to see you, Diva. Thanks for coming by, and we'll see you very soon. You have a great day, and thanks for hanging out for a little bit. It's always nice to see friends. Shania, Avril, Bieber, Ontario has some stars. Oh, it absolutely does. Who else is from here? Alanis Morissette's from around Ottawa. There's probably more. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, apparently. Jim Carrey, yes, Jim Carrey is from there as well. I don't know where in Ottawa. I don't know where in Ontario. I think he's from around London or Windsor. One of those two. John Candy. Oh, John Candy. John Candy is the right name for him because he was so sweet. Yeah, apparently you read up about, or he had a documentary that was just made about him, and he seemed awesome. See, now I have My World from Avril Lavigne going through my head. But we're going to take Dundas across because it's a way that doesn't get as much love as Queen or King or Broadview, obviously. Or Danforth. But still got some interesting little walks, little nuggets to find. So, obscure metal band Skynet also. No one would know them. They got in a queue crash in 2014, survived, but the band never got back together. Oh. That's unfortunate. Hello, everyone. Blame YouTube for my lateness there, bro. They do a lot of... They do seem to be late these days, unfortunately. So it's good to have you here, buddy. Always happy to hear. This was the wrong choice, because this entire strip is just ice. It looks like it's got sand on it for grit, but that sand was only there to make it more smooth. Yes, you stop at the stop sign. Thank you. Temperature -6. Okay, yeah, so it's not actually as bad as it was. Oh, Emily Rose. Sorry, Emily May Rose, I should say. I love her raccoons. They're so charming. Bonfire of the Cannabis. I do like how they named it Bon as in bon, which is good in French. Goodness, what the heck? How was that just pure ice? Why is all of this pure ice? Ugh. Okay, here we go. Look, it's been melted. This is Facilities Management Division Operations South District. What is it that they're doing? I don't know. Just kind of feels like a whole bunch of operation words that they've thrown together. Does anyone need a Mercedes Benz? I'll take one. You know what? Buffet. Take them all. Oh, we're back at 6-6. You know what that means. Here's the Don Valley Parkway. There's the Don River. Got an interesting little, looks like porter plane coming in. Didn't Kate Bush sing a song called Matti Come Home? I don't know. I have to check her. Actually, last night I watched the, it's a classic video. I've seen it many times before. But I was sharing Noel Fielding doing Kate Bush's Wuthering Heights for a lip sync show. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is like such a, it's so silly and fun. Out of the dark when you had a temper and my jealousy too far too needy. Hi Marcus, good to see you, bye. Welcome to the chat. We are walking along college. This is college. You can see the CN tour. They're towards the CN over there. So apparently 2 more songs were confirmed for Eurovision this weekend, and it just makes me want to watch stuff, but I'm also just like, I just don't want to deal with all of that craziness anymore. Deliberately changed the Kathy Come Home lyrics to Matti Come Home. Fair enough, fair enough. I watched the Maltese finals last night. I know Aiden won, which I was actually kind of like, oh, like I like his song Naset Fig. I think it's a great song that he did a couple years ago. But like, I don't know. I still just, boycotts are weird. Cause I'm just like, I'd like to still watch some of the semifinals. Cause like last year, Christy Spiteri did her song Heaven Sent, and like I still listen to that song all the time. It's so good. Took forever, 30 commercial breaks. Oh my god, 30 commercial breaks. That is ridiculous. I'll just watch a recap later, maybe. Now let's... I actually kind of like that as a technique, but I'm just like, I wonder why they did that. YouTube Premium. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that's too many, like... If you're doing a national final singing contest, that's what killed the American Song Contest for me, in my opinion. Like, I hated how long they took just to get through, like, all of the nothing that they had to do. God, the American Song Contest was so bad. But, to be fair, it wasn't all bad. We got Grant Kanoki out of it. We got Brooke Alex out of it. Got a couple good artists. Jewel was there. Her song was fine. But Jewel was there, which is cool. Took more than 4 hours. Goodness gravy. That's too long. That is too long for a national final. That's like, that is approaching Ukraine levels of length. And Ukraine is long. I might just watch, I might watch recaps and then see if any of the songs catch me, but I'm also just like, is there a point? I'm just not happy with the contest this year. For obvious reasons. We needn't go into. Also, no one knows what Eurovision is that we're talking about, so that's fine. When something no longer brings you joy, sometimes it's okay to kind of put that on ice for a little while. I can't imagine anything taking that long. Vidveer is the worst. Vidveer always takes like, they might as well just do it over the course of a week for how long they take. Actually, no, San Remo. San Remo is by far the worst because they are not in a hurry and there's like 30 songs. And then everything has an introduction. Then everything has an gracious. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I'll consider checking this stuff out, but not rushing, not racing. Should we go say hi to Pam McConnell? A nice little park over here, which is always good. So Pam McConnell was a city councillor. I don't know if it was specifically for the area here, but yeah. Well loved enough to have a space dedicated to her in a public park. One day we'll get the Johnny Stride Strode. I think that's what we should all aim for. Just a pure prank. Bake a small cone cake with chocolate filling surrounded by dark and light chocolate swirls in the shape of poop and eat it in front of people. I mean, that sounds disgusting. I won't do that. So, hi, Pam. Your eyes are terrifying. Boop. Hey, Ron. Good to see you today. And yes, Megan, a boop was upon us. We had the opportunity. So we took it. If it ain't stupid, I'm booping. Oh, they even have a water slide in there. Oh my God, that's so much fun. I have seen that there was like a recipe. There's a channel where like the girl cooks for her partner and like it's the worst rated recipes on things. And you feel really bad for him. But they're both just charming and silly as all can be. But I will say they did one that was like designed to look like cat droppings in a litter box. I was like, well, I guess you were the target market, Sam. Guess you were. Okay, so it is different faces on both sides. But, like, beautiful artwork, all considered. Camaraderie. Appreciate the necklace down there. This is a little courtyard. You don't often get to show them off, but Oh, walking carefully, slowly. Don't die. We're good. Oh, this is where a Montessori church is, or sorry, school is. We take we take our child to a Montessori Sunday school. Helps get them into heaven faster. I guess that would technically mean that they just killed the child. No, that shouldn't be a thing. Hello, friends. Welcome, welcome. Look at all the pigeons on the side of that building. Goodness gracious, there's so many. When you see that, you can probably assume that that building doesn't have great insulation, because if all the pigeons are on the edge like that, they're probably trying to get warm off of the warmth that's leaking out of the building. There's a school there. I was wondering why there was a child's toy lodge in the snowpack there. Oh, that was a fun fact. That was actually just a child. The whole child just in the snow. It's terrible. Terrible thing, really. That's how we lost Little Billy. Little Billy, Big Billy, another Bill. At this point, we just start calling them Bill 2. There's the CN Tower over there. Can't really see it from behind the building, but that just kind of makes that building look like it has a hat. Got the Walt Disney treatment. Do you know Walt Disney was actually cremated? Yeah, he's not frozen somewhere. He's literally cremated. As far as we know. Okay, that's true. As far as we know. One day he'll come back and see what his empire did. I mean, technically that would make Walt Disney Jesus. Bringing this conversation full circle. That's the opposite of what everyone said. So the one thing I have to be careful when I'm streaming it like this is that the snow or the cold can actually cause the battery of my phone to drain really, really quick. So I'm just going to try to plug this in. Get in the hole. Nope. Nope. Literally, as soon as I take the thing out. Come on, Gimbal, be better. Come on, Katie. There you go. Good, Katie. Well, this is just embarrassing. Come on. Oh, you piece of garbage. Stupid. Never mind. I thought Christians don't like cremation because you need your body intact when the rapture happens. You know what? If God can figure out how to bring you back to life, I'm pretty sure, like, a lack of body won't do it. And just, like, if that's the case, it's just going to be a bunch of skeletons walking around. It'll be like Pride in the Twink Fest. Katie is giving me sass. I'm just like, if this stream dies suddenly because my phone battery just dies, we can all blame Katie. Silly Katie. I love Katie, but also Katie is a problem. inserted something. Yep. You have to use the pass-through hole to get Katie. There are so many innuendos that I just have to stop. It's just like, oh my god, it's too easy. These jokes about Katie are too easy. Especially when you consider that Katie is actually the name of like one of my best friends. It just makes everything more funny and sassier. So, at least I'll hope I yell at you because I love you. Okay, Tyra. Oh, excuse me, boys. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. God, that moment is iconic. You forget that that whole series existed until you remember that one part. And somehow that one part of the entire series has stuck with you. Because it is the legendary moment in which Tyra broke. When my mom yells at me, it's because she loves me. Welcome to the city. Oh, apparently this is a hotel. Kind of a weird place for one, but mostly just because I know the area, and I'd be like, I wouldn't recommend people to stay here. But it could be this. It might just be this lovely little area. You never know. You never know. Let's go up through Ontario Street. Got some nice stuff. By the way, hello friends, my name is Matti. I am a tour guide in Toronto, specializing in customizable walking tours throughout the city. I will let you know that in this moment, if you are coming to Toronto, or if you know someone who's coming to Toronto and you want a unique experience, why not gift them a tour guide? People love experiences, and I'm pretty good at it. I've been led to believe. So if you enjoy this, feel free to book my services in the description below via VIATOR or TRIPADVISOR. Finally, if you are enjoying yourself and you want to help the channel, please consider liking. That encourages YouTube to recommend to other people. And from there, if you would like to really like to help the channel, please consider subscribing because it helps us grow and go from there. And until then, let's go for a walk. Okay, it's a Steely Dan lyrics. Oh no, that's Katie died. Good to know. I don't actually know. Ontario, Toronto, Ontario. Noted. Yes. Very much that. Technically, this is Odo. Just about to heat up chicken tikka masala for my meal. That sounds delightful. I hope it's delicious. Before I left, I had cinnamon pancakes that we had homemade dulce de leche on top of, and then also maple syrup because that's not sweet enough. It was a bit of a sugar bomb, but I'm also just like, this is delicious, and I deserve it. So that's where we go. That's what we do. Oh no, the last vestiges of Christmas decorations. Vestiges of festivities? Vestiges? Oh, on a birch tree even. I didn't even notice the birch tree. Chicken tikka salad is clucking good. Cluck right. Oh, so I should have said cluck, yeah. That fits with the cadence better. Are we headed to Cabbagetown? We could. Ontario Street's kind of like one left. If I was to go up Parliament, you would probably see more Cabbagetown-esque items. But this would be more like walking down alleys. I see many corpses of former Christmas trees. Womp womp. How's the Canadian economy doing currently? Oh God, I have no idea. I do this for a living. I don't have time to look at news. Considering what's happening at your neighbors. Yeah, they're awful. But I just like to think, I don't know. I feel like with this channel, I finally started to get some semblance of control over my life. I would rather not give all of that up right away by letting all the joy be sapped away by news stories. I try to keep abreast of most things, but also a lot of stuff today is very alarmist as well. So I don't know how much I trust. Oh my God, people actually do their houses up for Valentine's Day? Why? Why? That is... Why? Okay, you crazy people. Might also eat a tub of vanilla yogurt afterwards. We're reading over the Geneva checklist. Good to have something to focus on, yeah. And I mean, here's the thing. Like, as I say, every day I'm out here. I want to do 2 hours every day. At least an hour and a half. But, like, I like doing it. It is something that I'm enjoying. And I don't see the need to let that rob my joy just because other people want to destroy life. Let's create something great instead. So, I don't know. People are jerks. Is this lesson at the end of the day? Baby Grinch, did you like those? Like, have you ever seen someone decorate their house for Valentine's Day? Not even like the interior, the exterior of their house for Valentine's Day. Why? Does anyone like Valentine's Day? I mean, I do, but I'm also a softie. I'm a romantic at heart. What can I say? I like the day after Valentine's Day. All the chocolate is half off. That is the best holiday. Day after chocolates are always the best chocolates. Heartbreaks. Heartbreak, make me a dancer. DJ, give me the answer. Love, stop bringing me down, down, down. And do it alone. Oh, Sophie, we love you. You know, it's an interesting experience when you go to, like, here's something that happens to me if I'm going to see like a show by an artist that like really means a lot to me, and then when they play like the song that like I connect with most, like I've discovered, I just start crying. It happened at Stevie Nicks with Landslide. It will happen when I see Loreen. I'm just going to cry for the whole thing. But I will say, I went to see Sophie Ellis Bextor a couple months ago, and she played Murder on the Dance Floor, which is like this super happy, peppy song. And I just start bawling because I'm just like, I love this song so much because it's been such a part of my life for literally the past 20 years. Yeah, Sophie Ellis Bextor's concert made me cry. Just because. Just because. Valentine's is fun if you love your neighbors. I mean, who loves their neighbors? I don't know. I don't even know my neighbors. Actually, that's not true. I'm down the hall, Paul. I love Paul. Paul's great. Have you tried using Google AI feature? I use it without showing too private. I try not to use AI in any capacity because I find that if there is something that I can use it for that wouldn't have like a huge detrimental effect, but like AI is just contributing so much to brain rot in my opinion. And it's like, I'd rather just keep my skills and do the thing that I do, you know? But See, now I'm gonna have to like go by their house at like the start of March. I just want to see if they have something up for St. Patrick's Day. I'm not gonna lie. I used to throw a party every St. Patrick's Day. It used to be St. Mattie's Day because St. Patty is St. Mattie. I enjoyed the festivities of the holiday, but it's also conveniently Joel's birthday. So Joel was born on St. Patrick's Day, which makes it just super easy to remember his birthday. Iconic song indeed. Get Over You is my favorite Sophie song. That is a good one too. But like Murder on the Dance Floor, number one. 1,000,000% number one. Get Over You is good. Heartbreak Make Me a Dancer is good. As a Grinch, I don't have a heart, so I know what that means. Excellent. AI isn't truth social, so it won't rot your brain. To be fair. Oh, God, here's my issue. There's just so much AI slop crap out there. And it just doesn't look good. And, like, it never does the things you want it to. Maison de Transit. Very nice. Even just, like, the details on the buildings here, right? They don't do that anymore. Just, like, these little touches that add something special to the area. Because even here, like, look across the street. Building probably built within 10 or 20 years of this one. But just, like, the style's gone. There's not such a, like, beautiful attention to detail. Actually, this is probably a good couple roads. Sophie Ellis Bextor's mom was a presenter on a children's TV show, Blue Peter, Janet Bextor. No way! That's super cool. I've never actually seen Blue Peter myself, but, like, I know of it. Ironically from Drag Race, where they have the Rue Peter badge. But researching my mythology videos, I have to wade through all the AI-generated slop. Right? I mean, if you ever want to do like mythology videos together, because mythology's kind of my jam. We kind of have the same heart in that one. Allen Gardens Floral Art Gallery. Oh God. Oh God. I'm not even going to boop that. That's a choice. That is a choice that they put on the wall. So much craftsmanship in the old buildings. They don't make them like they used to, that's for sure. Agreed. It's kind of insane. AI is more that like CNN than Truth Social. Truth Social. What a weird bubble to exist. Here's the thing about Truth Social though. It's also like Truth Social is just like a worse version of Twitter. But like Twitter's pretty bad. If Elon and Donald were best friends, why didn't they just, like, work on Twitter together? Heck yeah, what's your favorite pantheon? I mean, Greek is right up there, obviously. I have written so many stories about Greek mythology. That's been a part of it. But, like, I actually made a deck of cards, like, I made a card set with my body painting years ago, where I actually broke down the Greek mythology gods and I made a game out of it. I never really got to produce that game, unfortunately, but you know, we'll see things that happen. I am also debating on starting up my next, considering doing a project where I would have different elements of creativity and to make a new set of like something like tarot cards, but not quite. Essentially something to kind of give you like the ability to channel different items. I just want to point out the gargoyles on the side of the church because they're really pretty. Greek is great because we have so many sources. Something Celtic myth is lacking, right? Even indigenous myth. Like I love the character of Raven so much. But I just wish I knew more stories about like what they did. Back to Hooker Harvey's. I mean, Hooker Harvey's is absolutely part of our heritage. For those who don't know, this used to be an establishment where people would come and offer their services to gentlemen who would come by. So yeah, that's kind of what this is. This one particular Harvey's is iconic for that one particular reason. Elon and Trump do work together very closely. They have to put the censorship black rectangle icon on the screen to block people from seeing it. Gargoyles is a great show. Gargoyles was such a good show. That show slapped so hard. You know, like, a lot of Disney shows in that era don't often get remembered or thought about, but like Gargoyles was great. The Weekenders was great. Recess still is kind of known, I guess. But like Recess was awesome. What are you doing? Makes 2 for $8 take on a double meaning. Burgers with exotic fillings, indeed. Oh, we're a silly bunch. Gargoyles was legit awesome. It was so good. Mighty Ducks animated show. I remember that one vaguely. I only watched like a couple episodes because it was on channels we didn't receive because I lived out on the lake in North Bay, so we couldn't get cable. But we did get, if I hung up the rabbit ears just right, I could watch Animorphs. And that was like, A, my favorite book series for like years and years and years. And B, just kind of like a cheesy, silly show. Yeah, Animorphs was great. Oh, puppy. Puppy, 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 puppy. You got Animorphs, I remember that. I remember there's like such a throwaway line in one of the episodes where Sean Ashmore, who played Jake, accidentally touched a pipe, and he's just like, burned. He's like, is it hot? And then Marco's just like, is it hot? He's just like, no, it was cold. You know, sometimes things are so cold that they burn. I'm just like, I don't know why that's the one thing I remember from that entire show. What's the one thing I remember from that entire show? Also, Animorphs at the end was super dark. The writer did not pull any punches. She's just like, no, war is bad, and these relationships are these are kids. Children committing war crimes as animals. But it's okay because they're aliens. The Yeerks will come in and control you by slithering in your ear. That movie, that entire series is pretty much just, well, it's literally just Invasion of the Body Snatchers meets the Island of Dr. Thoreau. TOURonno shout out to all walkers. Thank you very much, my friend. One Hand Life of Arnold in Canada. Shout out to all the walkers. Yes, we've got a couple with us today. We have Green Nighttails in the chat as well. Are you a walker too? Because if so, if you're ever in Toronto, you let me know. We'll go for a walk together. Walkers unite. Procrastinators unite tomorrow. Wow, I think my phone might actually make it all the way to the end of the street. That's crazy. That doesn't normally happen. Dyslexics untie. That billboard was terrifying. It really, the funny thing is that there's a mural behind it of like the bathhouse raids. But if you line them up perfectly, the mask perfectly covers the face of the drag queen. Do you ever walk by the hospitals? Sometimes, yeah. If you catch me on the right day, like, they're pretty much right on College, so it's almost hard to miss them in a way. I could always go up to North York and go to like some of those hospitals, but yeah, we got time. Dyslexics Untie is funny. I like that one. Yes?
What is that, if you don't mind?
This?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a gimbal.
What's that?
It's so I do streaming, so
Oh.
yeah. It allows you to keep the camera still, so it does. Thank you. Educating the masses, as we see. I do really like the beautiful houses here. Everyone united, world peace, power to puppies. My audition for Miss World. Good place to be. Shout out to my Canadian Trumpers, make Canada great again. You're entitled to your opinion, I suppose, but like, what a weird thing to say. She thought it was a McGill Parkette. It's kind of interesting that they have that one blocked off, but not this one over here. Actually, we're gonna go to the other one over here because the other one has like such a charm to it. It's just this little alcove area where they have like the pylons are all painted and it's just covered. I don't know if we'll be able to see the ground right now because of all the snow, but like, yeah, you can see some really, really interesting. I just think they're so charming. They have a squirrel. They have an owl, I think. Canada will be great when we get all those cheap Chinese cars for super cheap. Little peng. Oh, it's a little, I think it's a killer whale. Quick checking the food. They have a frog over here and then a bear. I think another raccoon. Let's go see if we can get a look. There's a little penguin. The penguin's my favorite. If this isn't a raccoon, I'll be disappointed. All right, I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it's adorable. But if you come here, they actually have on the ground like a bunch of little like games and stuff that kids can come and play. I just think it's a really cute way to do it. You just have this public space. Everyone can come in, boop them. I mean, they don't really have boopable noses, but we can see what we can do. Also, like, shout out to the nerd who painted all of this because we love you and this is great. Inflation has hit even the animal kingdom. Which one gets the boop? You know what? I think I gotta go with this guy. He's got an intensity to him. Boop. What are they? They're like pylons to prevent people from being able to kind of drive through this little parkette. But that was either a generator or a compressor. Okay, fair enough. Walking careful so I don't. Yeah, lots of snow. Lots of snow and lots of ice means lots of slips. Slip, slip, slip. Also, if anyone here is a nerd and wants to geek out with us sometime, 401 Games, excellent place to come buy your board games. I am satisfied with the booping. We've had an adequate number of boops today. At least 3 or 4. That's pretty good. Eventually, every statue within arm's reach of the city will be booped. We'll get them all. Just gotta start going more places. One thing you're gonna notice is that in the next little while, like the range is gonna start to expand ever so slowly. So like instead of just sticking to downtown, I'll be able to go other places and actually having some options in that regard. So we'll make it happen. We'll get there, we'll go to different places, have a good time.
Toronto's a fun.
Oh, someone just walked by and said Toronto was a fun city. That could have been possible. I don't know if that person was specifically dressed up in cosplay, but like that was a sharp outfit and that person had done their makeup and hair perfectly. So I'm just like, I don't know who you are, but like, good on you. Your aesthetic is on point. Is it there? Ba-doop boop. So from here we are approaching Church Street once again. We'll be coming up to Maple Leaf Gardens. I'm not a nerd. It's normal to collect stamps and add 10 versions of the same stamp. You can lose some, isn't it? Oh, for sure, for sure. We appreciate all the tisms here. Let your freak flag fly, just not too far away from you so that you can still collect it later. Bro looked like an anime character. Right? Literally was thinking as he walked by, I'm just like, are you on your way to like Comic-Con? Is Comic-Con happening? Because if not, damn, that was fresh. To the point where I'm still commenting on it and being like, you know what, bro? You did good. You did good. That was great. That cheered me up a great deal. By the way, Carlton Cinemas this year, like this week, they're doing Blade Runner and they're doing Pan's Labyrinth. I'm just like, are you kidding? I'm just like, I might actually come and see 2 movies in this theater this week because, it's Blade Runner and it's Pan's Labyrinth. I could have a double day. People say I look like low-key Lord of the Rings Ranger cosplay. Matt. Yeah, I can see that actually. You are what you is. We're actually going to be ending where we started, which is kind of perfect, really. They always have awesome movies playing there. That cinema never disappoints. And like the fact that you can go and see the old movies for like $5, huge score, huge win. But no, I would absolutely love to go see both those movies. So now I think I must. It's also just nice to have like those more like relevant cultural movies that pop up, but then they always have something like silly or a cult classic or something. I am still waiting for the day where I get to go see Josie and the Pussycats in theaters, because it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Is it a good movie? Debatably. But still, I'm just like, I grew up with that movie. I love that movie. It's super dumb. I pretty much know every word in the entire thing. But yeah. I am at 480 subs today. That's amazing, Matt. If you're coming by for a walk in the next couple days, let me know and I'll see if we can give you a little boost. By the way, is anyone seeing Heated Rivalry? Because apparently that's the only thing I think. I want a burger. You're vegetarian. Yes, but suddenly I want one. That's Mr. Movie Phone. How did you get him to put it on there? You slept with him. People say I look like an orange. Maddie, I don't read out everything. I mean, I can. Sometimes if it's slower, I'll just read it all. But yeah, obviously if someone writes something like hurtful or offensive or anything like that, I'm not going to read that stuff out. That's crumbs. That's crumbs. We don't like that. What my people call your people. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I would normally go for a longer walk today, but I think it's kind of winding down. So I have a huge because I've been wearing my boots and not my shoes. I've got like a huge blister on the back of my right foot, and it is bugging me a great deal. But we're doing what we can. We're walking. By the way, if any of you are in the city or area, Hair of the Dog has some of the best fries in the city, first of all. But also, they have the butter chicken grilled cheese, and it is stunningly good. Like, it is freakishly delicious, and I love it. This is like my haunt. Come summer, this is where we hang out. It's not quite like third space, but if me and Joel are going out, we're probably going to go to Hair of the Dog. My people called me to ask me to stop calling them. No, really, I'm loved universally, of course. Everyone loves you, buddy. Everyone loves. Everybody say love. Man, I started watching the new season of Drag Race, which will either win or lose you right away. But I'm just like, there was a contestant on it named Mandy Mango. They stuck her in the bottom every single week. And I'm just like, girl did not deserve to be there every single week. Goodness gracious. Why does this channel, why do you hate this girl so much? Anyways, that's like a very small aside. But also here's like, no one quite knows what the next big franchise is going to be. But yeah, it's interesting to see the decline of Drag Race from popularity. But that's neither here nor there. Well, for what it's worth, thank you for joining us today. My mustache is sufficiently frozen, so that's a good sign. Thank you for joining on the walk today. For those who don't know, my name is Matty. I am a tour guide in Toronto, so if you or someone you know is in Toronto and wants a customized walking tour experience, feel free to recommend me. You can find links to my services in the description below via VIATOR or TRIPADVISOR. In addition to that, you can also like the stream. That helps us get YouTube to recommend it to other people. And finally, if you do want to help the channel grow in a major way, We really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. But until then, y'all have been great. Thank you for keeping me company. It has been a wonderful walk today. And hopefully, we'll see y'all very, very soon. Bye.